man should always make a way. I feel like I'm not going to work my hands to the bones to provide. I'm not going to work 16 to 20 hours a day or a week to provide for my family. You're the man. You have the business. Go get a job, get 3 jobs. My man has 2 jobs. Go get 7 jobs and 2 side hustles to buy me the things that I want because I'm a woman.
Y'all know once I get to scratching, it's because of the foolishness. The foolishness makes me itch and blink. Blink real fast. Okay, let me tell you what's the problem. The problem is, first of all, that tone of voice. Okay, first of all, the main problem is not just the fact that women want hypergamy. Okay, that's not the main problem. A lot of women think, oh, well, y'all just be coming at the women who want stuff or who want their bills paid, but y'all be saying y'all traditional women. Traditionally, men are supposed to pay all the bills. Okay, I got that, right? I understand. Hypergamy in and of itself is not necessarily the problem. The problem is at the mindset that these women have. Okay? She's saying that her man got 2 jobs. I'm not sure where she found this man to take care of her. Whatever. But the mindset that they have is that you need to do all these things for me because I was born woman. But what are you providing? What is it that he is taking care of you for? What is it that you're going to bring to his life that is so essential that he needs to make sure that you are comfortable and that you live a comfortable lifestyle because of whatever it is that you are also bringing to the relationship? What is it? It can't be what you're born as. That don't make no sense. A lot of y'all be saying, oh, well, he need to do whatever he has to do to make my life comfortable. He needs to do whatever it is that he needs to do to pay my bills. A lot of y'all are saying that. And at the end of the day, when we ask you, okay, and what is it that you are doing? Nothing. I don't need to do nothing. I'm a woman. What else am I supposed to do? I got the box. That should be enough. It's not. A lot of y'all be telling men that they need to pay y'all bills and need to do stuff for you, and you can't even pay your bills. You single and struggling and talking about, I need to get somebody that can at least do this. That's the bare minimum is paying my bills. You can't do the bare minimum. Explain that. A lot of y'all be talking about, well, because I'm a woman and can't boil water and don't got a nurturing bone in your body. And can't do nothing. All you could do is try to make yourself look a certain way in the mirror, and you think that should be good enough for a man to drop everything to support you in the lifestyle that you want. For what? What would be his reward? A lot of y'all don't even know what the reward is, and it's you. Got me over here stuttering. It's you that's telling him what he needs to do. And when we ask what's the reward, you don't even know what the reward is besides yourself. Truth be told, you don't even like yourself. People don't like to be around you. You can't stand you, but you want somebody to pay for your well-being. If you struggled growing up and you want somebody to support you in the future because you feel like you can't do it all by yourself, just say that. Just say that. If you had issues growing up with money, if you're not financially literate and you need somebody to be with you who is, just say that. Y'all are so backwards. You want to send your man out there to work 3, 4, 5, 7 jobs to support you while you sit there on your lazy rump talking about you can't even work 18 to 20 hours, not even a week. So what's that? I understand it's a transactional relationship, but again, what is he getting out of the bargain? This is why, for me personally, this is why transactional relationships for me personally don't make no sense. Because as a woman, it's hard for me to be in a transactional relationship when I'm so nurturing, when I'm so caring, when I'm so kind. I can't have my man working 3, 5, 7 days out the week. I'm sorry, 30, 50, 70 extra hours a week. He come home, I'm be trying to give him a manicure. I'm be over here convincing him to call out of work. And you see women who act like that end up getting men who actually take care of them. Because they're not about that. Women who are so thirsty. I always witness that these women be single or they be in relationships that when it's time for intimacy, they got to coach themselves into it because they didn't convince this man to pay their bills and they don't like him. They're not attracted to him. They don't want him for real. They got to convince themselves into it. They got to keep a plastic bag by the bed. They got to envision somebody else just to have the bills paid? Just so you cannot go to work? Okay, sis. Convince yourself that's normal if you want to. Again, hypergamy in and of itself is not the problem. Women who walk around with this gimme mindset, y'all don't get it. Y'all only telling half the story. The full picture, y'all painting half the picture. The full picture is a man has no problem protecting and providing for a certain kind of woman. Y'all be putting on pounds of makeup, throwing on a wig, and thinking that you a certain kind of woman because you look the part. What's your principles like? What's your character like? What's your morals like? Don't nobody want to sit down and pay the way for a woman that's just sitting on the couch twiddling her thumbs like he's a servant. Talking about a man, I feel like a man should always make a way. I thought they said that God always make a way. So are you saying, is what you're saying that just as though the Lord is, so your man should be? Because y'all don't treat it like that. Y'all don't treat him as such. Y'all be saying, pay my bills, do this for me, do that for me. But don't you dare tell me what to do. How dare you? Yeah, work 3 jobs and get 2 side hustles to pay my bills. But how dare you tell me what to do? You supposed to provide and protect. I ain't say nothing about that leadership foolishness. I don't want you telling me what to do. I don't want you try to tell me what I can and can't do, because then I'm going to start calling you narcissistic and controlling. As a matter of fact, it reminded me of this video. Let me go ahead and pull up this video so I can tell you exactly what I mean. At the video, y'all. This is what women have the mindset of.
Spoil me, but don't tell me what to do. Let me say it again for those in the back. Spoil me, but don't tell me what to do. Ever. Happily married, love my husband. You can't say nothing about my husband.
Right.
Child, because I did not play about that one. In the beginning, I did have the mindset of spoil me, yes. I want all the things that you come with.
Yeah.
The love, the attention, the affection, all of that.
Yeah.
My husband takes care of us. I say that proudly. Like, my husband is a true provider. Shout out to all the men who are providers out here in these streets.
Yes, man.
My husband is a provider, and I'm like, I want those things, but I don't want you to tell me what to do. And when you tell me what to do, I need you to say it in a certain tone.
Yeah.
But what I realized is over this almost 5 years of marriage journey now was, even just biblically, it's like, no, your husband is supposed to tell you what to do.
I want to say this, right? Okay, she's coming from a biblical sense. Fine, no problem. Everybody has the right to do whatever they want to do. But if you want to really just think about it, it's just logical. It's just logical. There's a saying, he who feeds you controls you. Okay? It's just common sense. Somebody who's providing for you, Somebody who's protecting you, somebody who's covering you, has the right to tell you or direct you in the way that you're supposed to go. That's what makes sense. Because if I'm protecting you and if I'm providing for you, I need to make sure that I can govern what it is that I'm protecting and providing. I need to make sure that I am directing what it is that I'm protecting and providing. I'm not just going to be blindly, well, she just take the money and she just do this and she just do. No, that doesn't make sense. A man needs to be sure that whatever it is that he is covering is going to follow his leadership. Why does that make sense? Why is that important, you may ask? It's because at any given moment, any hand can play in life. Can I trust that if I tell you this, that you're going to follow my direction in the right and proper way? I am protecting and providing for you so that I can be sure that you are also leading and guiding our children in the way that they should be led and guided. Can I trust that? Or am I going to have to protect and provide for you and then also make sure that I am putting my finances to play for a woman to come in and nanny our children because you are not capable of doing so because you're going to run them into the mud? Can I trust that if anything happens, you are going to be able to direct our household in the way that it should if he is unable to do so? You can trust me to pay the bills. You can trust that if somebody run up in this house, I'm going to have your back and do everything I can to protect us. But if I tell you, if I tell you I don't think it's a good move, are you going on a girls trip for a week and a half when our kids need you and when our family needs you, you going to tell me, don't you dare tell me that. I'm not your child. Come on. Let's keep it real. Does that make sense? No. A lot of women want the benefit. They're not bringing the cooperation. No. Spoil me. Don't you tell me what to do. I should only be on the receiving end of positivity. All you trying to tell me what to do, you trying to tell me something I don't want to hear, you trying to direct me in a way of the opposite of the way that I feel like I should be doing things. None of that. Because that sounds like negativity, and I only should be on the end of positivity. How do you grow as a person? Relationships are here so that we can grow and be the best versions of ourselves. The proper relationships, I should say. Y'all be getting in relationships fighting to stay the same, fighting not to grow, fighting to keep your immaturity, fighting to keep a whole bunch of people around you, fighting to keep the friendship strong. Fighting to do what you want to do. Where does the other person benefit from that? Just because they get to be with you? Baby. Most of the time, if we honest, that's not a benefit. That's not the benefit of the situation. We have to have these conversations so that women understand how foolish they seem and how much sense it doesn't make. You claim you want, gimme all this, gimme that, do this for me, do this for that. And when it comes to the man, it's like, oh, wait, what am I supposed to do? Wait, I'm supposed to do something for you? Since when? Nobody told me that. Didn't nobody tell me? I wasn't expecting to do anything. I didn't know I was supposed to. I didn't know I had to. A lot of women always talk about being on the receiving end. And let me tell you something. If you want to be in a transactional relationship, kudos to you. Kudos. If you want to be with somebody that you got to hide your eye, you got to peek. When it's time, for things to go down, when it's time for you to pay for the things that he paid for you, when you got to get some substitutes in to cover you in that sense, I'm just keeping it real. When you got to question if this person is really down for you, because at the end of the day, even though he's paying for everything, he can pay for something for somebody else as well. But when it comes to your best interest at heart, when you no longer look the part, he might trade you in for a new model. Because there's no depth there, because it's all transactional. And you got to be worried about how you're going to be able to secure the bag. You got to do things that you would normally do just to be able to keep him around, because you scared that he's going to trade you in for a younger model or a younger version. When you get to a certain point, you stressing yourself out. That's not me. I can't help you. We need to talk about stuff that's real. Something that can withstand the test of time. Something that you can look yourself in the mirror and be happy about the connection that you have. You can be happy of the support that is flowing between the two of you, between each other. Because you're not just worried about things. A lot of women talk about men being providers and they think that's all financial. Let the finance fool you. Some people are book smart. They know how to make the money. When it comes to directing or leading a woman, they can't do it. You have some men that are in some positions that they are not financially in a space to technically provide for the entire household. She might still have to go to work, but she can trust him. She can lean on his leadership. I'm not saying that some men who are not financially capable to lead the household and lead their women. I know that for a fact. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the women who view it as, oh, well, he can't even pay my bills, so he can't teach me nothing. What can he teach me? That's foolish. Provision comes in many ways. Leadership comes in many ways. Spiritually, okay? There's men that can literally plan out, tell you exactly what moves you need to make, what you should do, what you should not do, who you should be around, who you shouldn't be around, how you can be the best version of yourself individually as a woman. We got to be honest. Provision is far deeper than physical. Leadership is far deeper than physical, far deeper than tangible things, but not everybody know that. Clearly. I would like to know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear you guys' opinions on this video. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Love you.